Foosball. What comes to mind when you hear the word? I know a lot of you may be thinking about the water boy or possibly even competitive football. There may be some of you out there who know what I'm talking about when I say foosball. Hey, it's me, Justin Goodwin again, and today I'm going to be talking to you about foosball. I'm going to be explaining that foosball can be competed at a professional level, the rules of competitive foosball, how it can help you other than having a little fun, as well as when and where you can actually play these tournaments at. So let's go over that one more time. What exactly is foosball? And you can compete in it professionally? Yes, you can compete in it professionally. Foosball is a table soccer, a tabletop game that imitates soccer field that has balls and goals. On each table, there's 8 metal rods that have men that are designed to pass or shoot the ball. A total of 4 players can play on the table at one time, each controlling 2 out of the 8 rods on the entire table. Most recreational foosball tables are found in bars or on college campuses. Usually when somebody gets really good, they start off at these bars or college campuses when they're in college practicing. With any sport or event you compete in, it takes dedication and practice in order to get good. Not only does it take that, but it takes good hand-eye coordination as well as patience in order to learn how to play. In other words, follow the rules. Otherwise, you could lose or, even worse, get disqualified from a tournament when you do play. The rules of foosball are very few and not that hard to grasp. First, when you start playing, you have to flip a coin. Whoever wins the toss gets preference of what side of the table they want to play on, or whether they'd have the ball first. Whoever gets the ball first after the flip has to start with the ball in the middle of the 5-man. Secondly, when you attempt to pass the ball from the 5-man at the beginning of the game, you have to tap 2 men while it's moving and push it forward. Otherwise, it'll be illegal and the other person will get the ball. On each rod, you can only have the ball for a certain amount of seconds. According to a webpage, Foosball Soccer, in a tab named Official Foosball Rules, the goalie and shooting rods can possess the rods for 15 seconds. The passing of the 5-man rod can only have it for 10 seconds. Thirdly, you cannot shake or jar the table. If you do so, you're going to lose the ball and give the other team the ball. According to USTSA, in a page named USTSA Rules of Play, one can tell when the table's being jarred if the ball moves without anybody touching it, or if somebody visibly picks up or moves the table while playing. Lastly, and by far the most important rule in the game, you cannot advance the ball when you move the rods 360 degrees or more. So in layman's terms, you can't spin the rods. You have to move the ball forward with the flick of a wrist. This brings me to my next point. Without a doubt, foosball does have benefits that are worth getting. Once you have played foosball for about 2 to 3 months, you gain different physical attributes as well as getting better skill. With better skill, you have a better chance of winning money at tournaments, which is awesome. Having to watch how fast the ball goes by on the table gives you better hand-eye coordination because you have to follow it. Having better hand-eye coordination gives you a better chance of passing, gives you more accuracy, as well as more vision when you're shooting. You can see the holes better. State, national, and world tournaments are the biggest highlight of why foosball players practice consistently. Most state tournaments have a pot from $15,000 to $30,000 to spread out through the whole tournament. National tournaments can usually be anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 to spread out throughout the whole tournament. And the world tournaments go as low as $250,000 all the way up to $500,000 to spread out through the entire tournament. So where are these tournaments located at? When can you compete in them? There's no specific season for foosball, and really the tournaments are ran 365 days out of the year. Each state tournament tries to coordinate with each other so that each player can have a chance to go to these tournaments each year. So for example, they're held at bigger cities. In Louisiana, New Orleans is usually where the state tournament is located at. The past couple years, Nationals has been held in St. Louis, Missouri, Houston and Dallas, Texas, as well as Las Vegas, Nevada. The World Tournaments are either held in Paris, France, or Dallas, Texas. The reason behind that is there's a European League as well as an American League, so it makes better preference for the players each year when they can actually go. So, let's summarize what I just told you about foosball. In summary, I've explained that you can compete in foosball at a professional level, the rules of competitive foosball, the benefits of playing other than having a little fun, as well as when and where you can compete in these foosball tournaments at. So I know next time any of you hear foosball, you're not going to think of the water boy or competitive football, but you're going to think of table soccer. Hey, thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it. You have a great day.